What is going on, guys? Welcome to another cast of RageQuitTV. We have Aria spawning as the red Zerg and Liquid HuK spawning as the blue Protoss. This game was sent to me titled Awesome Games, and it was from HuK, so I'm assuming it is indeed an awesome game. We'll see exactly what happens. It is on Metalopolis. They do spawn cross positions. I was looking at SC2 gears. This game was played on October 30th, so it is very recent. Aria, I have no clue who this guy is, but that is the title of a Brood War song. So this may be an old Smurf. I don't know. He has made it high enough in the ladder to play HuK, and we'll see exactly what he does. It is a ZVP, of course, and this Overlord is going to find out, well, HuK is not in the close by air position, and because close spawn positions got removed, Aria is going to know exactly where HuK is, and he may go for, well, he's going to go for a gas cancel, get this extra drone, and I'm always curious kind of why people do this. I heard it wasn't as good, but some people still do it, so maybe there is a reason. My only guess is it's more lava efficient. Yes, it is not as mineral efficient, but it is a little bit more lava efficient, and maybe that does make a difference. You can get an extra 2 lings out of a ling, but they come out in pairs out a little bit earlier. No idea. If someone knows why, you can just correct me in the comments. That would be awesome. We do have a gateway from HuK at 13 and now a gas at 14, and the way the gateway's placed, it looks like he's just going to wall up for the cybernetic score. Of course, the only reason I say that is because, well, he didn't build a pylon and a forge and go for a forge phase expand like Naniwa would do, because Naniwa forge phase expands on every map. He loves that build, and HuK placing a pylon down here. He has not scouted yet. Generally you do see Protoss scouting after the pylon or gateway, but it looks like he's going to go after the cybernetic score. And if Aria is close by air spawn, close by air spawns, HuK can just whoop down here. He's a little bit quick, gets his base a little bit sooner than he normally would. And yes, the probe is going to out to scout after the cybernetic score. We do have that pool just about finished for Aria. We'll see when he gets his hatch. I'm going to assume it's going to be around the 21 food mark, so build a few more drones after these 4 lings and then go get his hatch, and that'll be a very, very normal time. You can see he hasn't started his speed just yet. He has the minerals. He's at 20 supply. We'll see if he starts his speed or goes for that hatch. The probe is coming in. 2 4 lings are going to go and deal with that. No pylon blocking for you, HuK. And now we have the speed starting. The drone is going to go out and throw down the hatch right at 21 supply. Playing this game very standard. Ling's going to be chasing this probe all the way back home, and we'll see what HuK ends up doing. And this pylon also can whoop closer to Aria's base down there, so that is still a great spot for a pylon. However, it's not nearly as close if you whooped in here and then, oh, whoa, you're at the natural. Yeah, that's very, very close. And we have the lings kind of just spread out. One zealot is going to go down. The probe mining from down here. He wants the ling to attack it. That is one adrenaline junkie probe, I guess you could say. 2 lings out. That zealot is trying to chase him, but no, he cannot catch him. It's like Elmer Fudd trying to catch rabbits. It just won't happen no matter how hard he tries, and HuK is going to expand. It's a 1 gate expand. They're complete cross position, so he should be safe against any roach bust. He has the probe going out to scout. Going to see, yep, you have that expansion. Going to turn around. He isn't going to go up into the main. Another queen from Aria is coming down. We have 1 guy mining gas for Aria, so he's focusing on drones, and oh my god, is he focusing on drones. Going to this count, it is 24 drones to 25 probes, but well, that just looks like a lot. Compared to HuK, I mean, the worker counts in HuK's favor. But the drones, well, HuK has more gases, of course. That is why it does that. He only had 1 guy in the gas, and HuK has 2 gases up, so that's an additional 5 guys mining minerals, and that's why it was just such a zoo, the way the Zergs like it. 3 speedlings now out, and just looking at it, say, okay, you are expanding. We'll see what Aria ends up doing. My guess is he's going to try to take a 3rd base, and HuK is building on 2 more gateways. HuK does like that 7-gate push, and that may be what we see from him right now. And Aria doing a very nice job at spreading the creep. Has that 1 tumor jumping down and gonna keep on going. Let's just keep an eye on this. See how quickly he will expand it. You can see it's about, I shouldn't say almost. Now it's halfway. We'll see. Does he do it immediately? and if he doesn't do it immediately, this could be rather boring. Okay, it's finished now, and he hasn't done it yet. Just keep that highlighted, and you should be able to tell when that goes away. There it goes. So he's not super fast, nothing ridiculous, and Aria is not going to go for a third base. Instead, he's going for a fairly fast lair, and still has plenty of drones, but as soon as these extractors are finished, they will thin out, as they do go mine gas, and the minerals are no longer so hectic. The roach one has just finished, and I should put this production tab up now. We have a robo facility coming out from HuK. Overlord, Sacrificial Overlord coming in to see what HuK is up to. Right around the 7-minute and 50-second mark. Keep in mind the robo facility is just about to finish, but that has been placed all the way down here. That Sacrificial Overlord does not get to see much at all. Look at that. I guess he saw some gateways, but of course you're going to have 3 gateways at this mark. You can just look at Aria's spread of Overlords just around and Lings coming in, poking around. That one Zealot going to check, do you have your third base? And oh my god, is that timed well. Hatch starts, and a Zealot is there, just waiting for it. 2 roaches on the way. Actually he has 6 out, and those are going to deal with this one Zealot. Going to go behind it, so there's no hope on this guy getting out, and then they just go on back. 4 gates in this one robo facility, now out, so he is not doing that 7 gate, or at least he's not doing it without an observer. He's getting a Twilight Council, so it looks like he will be going for Blink Stalkers, and that is extremely strong. Stalker's just looking for Overlords, and find one, and will this Overlord go down? It is getting close, and yes, it does go down. That will supply cap, or almost supply cap Aria at 90 out of 92 supply. That Overlord is on the way, building yet another one, getting a Spire out now. That Roach Speed just about finished. His +1 armor is almost done. He has +1 weapons, and this Overseer is gonna go down as well. And let's just see what Aria has seen of HuK. Okay, he knows about that Robo and does not know about the Twilight. No, that's the Forge. Where's that Twilight? Twilight. No, he does not know about the Twilight Council either. HuK's third base just about. Well, it just started. Not about to go up. My bad there. We have Lings running in and then back out as their Stalkers do scare them away. And they are just going to keep on poking. Let's go to this worker count. It is 56 drones to 49 probes. And the Lings come in. Now just getting a feel on the army. Of course, there is an observer right here in this, and an observer down here. So Aria knows exactly what HuK has. I'm pretty sure he saw all these guys. Maybe, yeah, he has all his army in one spot. Roach is going to be coming up and takes out one of those gateways. That did not get canceled. There, one gateway does get canceled. Roaches go up close and personal and get trapped in the force fields. They can't do anything. And, well, I guess they can do some, but not much. More force fields coming out from HuK. Those roaches are good as dead, but they may pick off a Stalker. Immortal now coming out, and yes, a Stalker does. 2 Stalkers go down. Now the roaches are going to be retreating. 2 observers there so they can see them double time. I'm not sure why one observer came all the way back, but he decided to. HuK's third base does finish, and Aria's third base, of course, is done as well. And HuK is just saying, okay, you're expanding, I'm going to expand too, and we have 9 mutas out, but HuK has Blink on his Stalkers, so he should be just fine. If he didn't have Blink, the mutas could easily harass this and this, because it's just so close, and their Stalkers have much longer way to walk. And HuK walling off that side. No roaches are going to get up there again. Gold base is about to be built as long with this, so Aria is double expanding right now. We have just a few Blink Stalkers walking around the map, and there's mutas now going to be going into HuK's base. And HuK does not have much around, but there's Stalkers. Oh no, the Stalkers are going even further away. These mutas may do a lot of damage. Going to look at kill count, you can see, oh man, so many probes are going down. We'll look at that after this engagement. HuK is bringing his Stalkers back. Will they be back in time, though? A lot of probes have gone down. That is 17 probe kills. 45 to 68 now, and there's only 3 Stalkers there. These mutas in high enough numbers where they can pick that small out, more Blink in, and those mutas have to retreat. But that was definitely successful, and behind this, Aria did do a double expand, but wait, this got canceled. Something happened here. Maybe the Stalker pressure canceled this one gold base. I can only assume it was that pack of Stalkers walking around the map that forced him to cancel the gold. Maybe want to cancel it before it finished, or maybe the Stalkers actually made it up and I just missed it. The Warp Prism, though, is out, and HuK is going to do a lot of annoying things, but Aria does scout this with his Overlord, and the Warp Prism immediately goes around. If he goes along the corner of the map, there's another Overlord there. Yes, you can see Aria pulling his forces back while the mutas are going in. May pick off more workers. Oh! But a huge blink from HuK comes out, and 2 Stalkers do fall. Maybe some more, but no. Looks like only 2 did fall there. And this one Warp Prism again gets spotted by that Overlord in the corner. And look at HuK's vision, and now we can look at Aria's. Oh my god, is that different? And now he sees the Warp Prism has left, and all his forces are coming back. Unlike the mutas, Aria is not being caught off guard. The Warp Prism goes in phase mode and immediately gets taken down. So that was not successful harassment from HuK. It is 200 supply to 126. Aria looking like he's in a commanding position, gonna be attacking, but HuK is turtling hard. He has everything he needs to deal with mutaling Archons, sentries. Yeah, he has sentries and stalkers, so he should be just fine if HuK tries to attack him head on. I mean, not if HuK. If HuK wants to attack HuK head on, what am I thinking? If Aria wants to attack HuK head on, HuK should be fine. Lings coming in, and they will get force field, and great force fields come down from Aria. And Roaches trying to do what they can. Mutas now try to get to the middle line. HuK doing an excellent split. Has a few Immortals and Archons dealing with the Roaches while his mutas, Stalkers deal with the mutas. And there's a lot of action going on. It looks like these Roaches will be dealt with, and those mutas are forced to go back home. Going to this worker kill count, Aria has killed 22 probes thus far, and it's 111 to 165 supply. It looks like HuK came out just even, and that is not what he wants. He needs to come out ahead if Aria is attacking him when he is at max supply. All he wants to do is trade armies. His econ is better. He did kill workers in that. We have Psystorm on the way. And HuK, he may have to pull off a miracle. Oh, maybe not. Despite losing 22 probes, he is still macroing like a champ with 68 out on the map. He knows how to chrono boost those probes out very, very well. And it looks like Aria is going to go in for another attack. Will it be at this fortified entrance with the gateways, pylons, and cannons? I don't think so. He is going to go back in for that same choke. There is a storm on the way, but it's not done quite yet. The Templars are forced to merge in, and all those Stalkers going in that little corner protecting the middle line. Gonna blink, stop those mutas from going into the middle line. That Archon finally comes out. High Templar goes down before Storm is researched. And looks like the Stalkers and everything do fend it off. Going to these upgrades, it is 1-1 versus 1-1. +2 air just about done. Bailing speed on the way. Storm is now finished, and HuK's +2 armor is also finished. Aria with constant mutas just moving around the map, trying to do whatever he can to catch HuK off guard and kill a mineral line. He has killed plenty of probes in this game. Again, 22, but HuK still keeping up with 73 to the 74. However, HuK is only on 3 bases. His main is almost mined out. A good blink from those Stalkers, going to fend those mutas. No mutas come down, but that does keep them out of the base. And at low HP, so next engagement they will possibly die a bit faster. We have 18 Bailings on the way, along with that Greater Spire. HuK's +3 armor on the way, along with +2 attack, Adrenal upgrade, and Pathogen Glands for the Infestors, and +1 missiles, +2 missiles, I should say. So, upgrade heaven right now. Aria, 192 supply. HuK at 165. It looks like HuK is gearing up to take the gold base. Has some forces going over here. Just looking at what is going on, I guess. I don't know exactly why. Aria now going for that gold. And of course, he has this base up with a bunch of Spine Crawlers and Spore Crawlers at every base. So, DTs cannot do that much damage. And Aria going in for a big attack. Has a lot of Overlords filled with Banelings. And after this army trade, because he is 200, he will be reinforcing with Infestor Broodlord, which is very hard for Protoss to deal with. HuK is going to have to pull a miracle. It looks like he has a composition that can deal with this, but it's all going to come down to how well those Overlords hit. Zealots are in the back right now, and those Roaches staying where they can't really be force fielded. Storms do go off, and a lot of damage being done to those Roaches. But now here come the Baneling drops. The Immortals soaking it all up. The Immortals look like they will go down fairly fast. The Overlord's chasing, but the Stalkers do get away. There's still plenty of Roaches left, but they are injured from the storms. Overlords are empty, but going in kind of as a threat. Actually, there is one Baneling, and the Roaches will have to retreat. He does not have burst, so he can't heal those Roaches up. And Stalkers gonna be coming and picking off whatever they can. Free supply, but keep in mind, Aria still at max supply, despite losing so much there. He has 20 Lings on the way, and 8 Mutas, 38 Roaches, 4 Infestors. Maybe he didn't lose that much. His Roaches kind of stayed alive, but he does not have that bow. More Banelings are morphing. HuK does not have the Immortals to soak up the damage this time, but it looks like he has more Templars. Will they have energy? It looks like they're all around 60. They should have energy to storm, and that is what HuK will need. He'll have to kite these Overlords while storming and let the storm handle everything. Will that be enough, though? HuK is getting his 4th base up. The gold base did not go down, and Aria going in for an attack again. He doesn't have burst, so a lot of those Roaches do stay injured from the last fight. Those Templars are going in the back, and that's not what can happen. He needs to keep those protected, and good thing they did not get sniped. That would have been very, very bad, but Aria going in, and HuK does have force fields. Will he be able to get them off? And I don't see any sentries, and uh-oh, those High Templars are not protected. Banelings fly over them, and lots of High Templars go down, but the storms have gone off. The Infestors did not get Fallen Ghost, and can they path? No, they can't. They can just shoot out Infested Titans, but HuK is under a lot of assault now. So many Roaches in his base. Will he be able to pull off a miracle and survive this? It's looking very grim. 144 supply, 279 with 70 Lings and 7 Roaches on the way. What is HuK to do in this situation? Oh my god, so much damage is being done to his bases. Going the Wooker kill count is now 34 probes dead, and Aria just streamlining units in. HuK mustering up some Stalkers to try to push this back. Plenty of Overseers being morphed in case he tries to go for DTs to clean this up. And now his 3rd base is under attack. He has some cannons there. Their Stalkers kind of forming a wall, blinking back when they get injured. And again, HuK's 3rd base now is going in shambles. But HuK is going to stay in until the last breath. He is not injured. He will not GG prematurely. He is in it until the game is over. And looks like he will just barely clean this up. We have Aria with 2.5k gas right now, and that is not something you see every day. I guess it's because of those few full productions of just Lings, sending them in. He's got a lot of gas stored up. He can build a lot of Infestors or a lot of Broodlords. He has 1 on the way, and HuK does clean that up. Going into this, it is 55 probes to 72 drones. He did lose his natural, but that base was almost mined down anyways. We have Immortals being Chrono Boost, and one thing, you haven't seen a Colossus this game, and that is pretty cool. HuK does have his 4th base. Aria should know about it. Yes, he does. He has Overlords everywhere. Just looking at the vision, I don't know what HuK could be doing to come back at this point, but I guess maybe he is back, and it just looked bad, and it's not as bad as I'm saying, as 121 supplied to 149. I just am waiting for Aria to skyrocket in supply. You can see his hatches. He has 6 of them hotkeyed. Is there any that's not? It looks like his macro hatch. Oh! That's so much lava! That's not doing anything. So it looks like he forgot to hotkey his macro hatch. Has been vomiting, and just not building out of it. And looks like Baneling dropped Overlords are going around. There's so many Overlords scattered around the map. HuK may just miss this completely. We'll see if he reacts quick enough. Plus 3 ground on the way with plus 2 melee. That Overlord is still going around the edges of the map to go to that 4th base and drop a bunch of Banelings. And Aria is near supply capped again, 182 supply to 146, and that Overlord is still chugging away. He is the little Overlord that could, just floating along. Eventually he'll get there. Eventually. And here we go, the Overlord coming in. Will HuK pull back fast enough? Here's his camera, and yes, he does see it. And look at that reaction time. That was insane. And these cannons are going to pick off this Overlord. Not a single probe dies. Very nicely done by HuK, but the Warp Prism is going in, and he's going to put on a little bit of pressure himself, but he's up against a bunch of Spine Crawlers. And, will he be able to whoop in enough units to take out those Spine Crawlers? That is quite a bit. If this was a long time ago, he'd have a Kaiduran Amulet. He'd just whoop in Templars and storm it and then get out before the Spine Crawlers kill him. There's a lot of Broodlords coming in for HuK. And will HuK be able to defend? The High Templars going out unprotected. And oh, they got to get back. Getting some storms off before they die. Lots of Lings will be going down in those storms. But that is about it. And Aria can easily reinforce those. This Broodlord's going to take out one of those Warp Gates. And now he is just looking for what HuK has left. Just picking off whatever he can. That's a lot of Zealots. Storm goes off, and the Zealots get Fungal Growth inside of that Storm, taking so much damage. And they go down for pretty much free, and that is not what HuK can do. He has to make every single unit count. Feedback's going off on all those Infestors. Now the Stalkers are attacking those Broodlords. The Roaches just sitting in the back, and looks like a few Broodlords do go down. Immortals dealing with the Roaches very, very nicely, and those Broodlords do go down to the Blink Stalkers, and the Roaches get cleaned up. HuK looking like he's in decent shape, actually, but he's only at 100 supply versus a maxed Zerg opponent. The upgrades 2-2 to 3-3, and HuK getting +2 shield. Now he has +1, and Ultralisk Cavern is on the way because those Broodlords did not work out that well, and that's a lot of Zealots that get whooped in, but a few Roaches go to deal with it, and the Roaches should be just fine. Very nice reaction from Aria. Now HuK is just going to go back to his base, and even burrowing these Roaches now so they don't die. Very nicely done. He's like, oh man, I thought I had this game. Now I gotta make every single unit count. And we have a Stirgate coming out now from HuK because, well, he just wants every single unit in the game to be shown. It is 30 minutes in this game, and now we have a bunch of Roaches coming in for another attack. Will HuK be able to defend this one? If HuK keeps living on, he may outlast his opponent, as Aria is going to be running low on minerals on all of his bases. And HuK right now, let's just go to this Lost tab. Actually, he's not being that much more efficient, but he is being more efficient with his army nonetheless. Force Field goes on his main saying, no, you can't go up there. And the Roach is like, LOL, we can burrow. Do they have tunneling claws? I don't know. Forges will be going down. Maybe they won't. Big engagement going off. Storm goes down on a bunch of the Roaches and keeps on storming. Now blinks those Stalkers back, and those Immortals will be cleaning house. Very nicely done, and this is the combo that people said was OP that no one used. Stalker, High Templar, and Immortal, and you're seeing it used to its fullest right now, keeping HuK in this game. He has not been capped once, has been fighting like down 50 supply at minimum. And looks like one Spine Crawler goes down to a few Zealots. Not the most cost-efficient trade. This one Zealot does get out, and he's like, oh man, I can't return home. I am going to be exiled from Io. That is not going to be good. And Aria has the Ultralisks out, at least one. And oh, what is this? We have a Fleet Beacon, so maybe HuK isn't just showing us every single unit. He is getting a mothership. I'm assuming mothership. The carrier is not going to be around much longer. It's a horrible unit. And I think HuK is going to do what Kiwi Kaki did to Stefano. I know back in the IPL, HuK played Stefano, and he tried everything in the book and just lost. He's like, well, I tried everything, and I couldn't beat Stefano. And then along came Kiwi Kaki. And he's like, oh, Max Zerg, no problem. Just flush. Just flush. That's all you have to do, HuK. Flush that shit. And that's exactly what HuK is going to be doing. Will the Mothership come out in time, though? Aria has a very scary force. A bunch of Banelings with Ultras. This is kind of like the sacrificial army. The Ultras stop force fields, and the Banelings just kill everything. And the Banelings just cannot be blown up on buildings. He has to keep those alive. And there isn't that many Banelings, to be honest. There's only, let's see, that is 39. And here we go. Banelings coming in. Zealots will be going down. The High Templars do fall from those Banelings, and that was nicely done. There's Ultras in a horrible position. A lot of them not doing too much. The AI going a little bit wonky there, and that's why people do not like Ultras. Ultras now going to turn around and start attacking. And Storm goes off, but Ultras, they don't care. There's Archons and Immortals, though, do well with Ultras. And 26 Corruptors are now coming out. Lots of Broodlords will be in the making. He has 2k middles and 2k gas, but that Mothership just about out. There's Archons only 3. Does he have more? No, he only has 3 Archons. He needs to get more if he wants to flush the toilets. And a few roaches burrowing. And I'm not sure if they were doing harassment or what, but yeah, they're going to get picked apart now. Mothership is gracing us with its appearance. It has came out, and look, it's kind of speedy when it starts off, and then it just goes back to being the good old slow Mothership we all know and love. Nexus just about out, and also the Mothership is going to be removed. I heard we can't let that happen. The Mothership is such a cool unit. That Vortex is so cool, and probably a nightmare to balance. And now, maybe he doesn't. I thought he was going to morph like 100. Oh, wait, there come the Broodlords. Yeah, there's plenty of Broodlords out on the map. Let's see, that's 14 out with 2 more in the making. That's going to be 16 Broodlords, along with some Infestors and Ultralisks. This is just a death army if I have ever seen one. And will HuK be able to deal with this? So many Broodlings. That one, oh no, there's so many Corruptors out actually. That Mothership does not live too long. And I don't think we have Neuroparasite. But here we go. A Vortex comes and everything goes inside of it. And those Archons do not get in quite yet. Are they going to hop in? Yes, they do. Everything hops in and uh-oh. Oh no, so much AoE. Oh my god, the humanity. Everything goes down outside of that Vortex, and HuK is actually ahead in the supply for the first time in the game. That has been completely flushed, and HuK is moving out now. Finally, has some momentum, gonna be attacking the 114 Lings on the way with 1 Broodlord, and another Mothership is coming out. And that may have been a big mistake to hop inside that Vortex, but what's he gonna do? And a bunch of Overseers going to be coming out to the death. Ling's going to surround, and it looks like we may have enough Lings to clean this up. There are Archons, but the Ling's like, LOL, we have a General Glance plus we're 3-3. The one Broodlord comes down. He's like, good job, Lings. Here, I'll send some temporary Lings for you guys. But the Zealot Wall looking like it may be enough to clean up the Lings. The Broodlord now sending out Broodlings. There's Zealots attacking the Broodlings, not the Lings. But the Stalkers do get a chance to clean it up, and it looks like we are back where we started. HuK is behind yet again. Except, you know what? That Mothership just about out. Another minute, and it will be out. The Spinecrawler is getting back into position. 6 Ultras on the way. Some Corruptors, so it looks like he's going to go back into that Broodlord Ultra combination that failed so hard last time. But to be honest, any combination is going to fail when it just gets flushed down the toilet. And you may be thinking, hey, they patched that. You're kind of immune for a little bit. Well, Broodlords do not declump. And you actually, from the Vortex, you're immune from Banelings, not Archons, because Archons attack a few times. And, well, you won't be immune forever. And big age ago, HuK is going to be losing his gold base, and he is again down by quite a bit of supply. 60 supply is nothing to laugh at, but it looks like he may be able to clean this up, feedbacking one of those Overseers. Now, Aria has to keep rebuilding those Overseers, unless DTs could come in. Their Spinecrawler is making that death march across the map, maybe assaulting the gold base very soon. Look how close those things are getting. And there's Ultras going down to the Void Ray. This single Void Ray is scaring a bunch of Ultralisks away. Ling's coming in, and here we go. Mothership is back out. And those Roaches look like a bad rally, just going to be marching to their graves. But hey, they see the Mothership, and it looks like 3 Archons may be all you need. So how many Archons does it take to flush a toilet? Well, 3 appears to be the answer. HuK is getting more and more units out, just getting whatever he can. He doesn't have much, and neither does Aria. Both these players don't have much, and Aria doesn't have any money really in the bank or left to mine. As I said, HuK, now just taking this gold base, has plenty of minerals. He is going to outlast his opponent. And we can go to this loss tab. He is being very cost efficient after he flushed the toilet again. So HuK, I think, has a huge lead. I mean, Aria's not going to be able to remax. And HuK, he just has to total. And he is doing just that. He's very cost efficient. And Aria's got to go all or nothing here. He has queen so he can transfuse. Those spine colors are now going to be burning. If he takes out this gold base, he will probably take this game. Overseers come, and big toilet is going off again. Overseers go down. There's nothing to see. Cloak. The mothership has to fall. I don't know if there's many corruptors out on the map. Here comes the unit tab. You can just watch this plummet. There's no anti-air, so that mothership just sits in the air, and Aria cannot attack at all. And HuK is going to win the game right here. Aria can't rebuild. He has completely mined out. HuK has come back from one of the biggest deficits I have seen, and Aria GG's out of that game. Very, very well played by HuK.